Hello and welcome back to Teach Me Money Methods. In this video, I'm actually going to be doing an update to a case study that I launched. Actually, it's been about 8 weeks. So if you scroll down on the videos page on Teach Me Money Methods, you'll see a video that was done, well, I guess it says it was a month ago, but it's been about almost 2 months. And so this was a Legiit SEO case study right here. Okay, so it was a case study video right here that I went and got hired some SEO on the Legiit services, right? Legiit is kind of like a Fiverr, only it specializes in SEO, and it's more of a higher quality SEO service platform. And I've had a few people actually asking, like yesterday, it reminded me to make this follow-up video. So I have Hips to Johnny said, when is video 2 coming out? Well, it's coming out right now. And then I had another a couple weeks ago that says, I can't find the second part. So here we go. I think enough time has passed. I bought the services back around April 4th. Of 2021, and now it's June 7th. So it's been a good 2 months. The data is going to be from the 2 months prior to ordering and then the 2 months of ordering. So it's going to be about 4 months worth of data. So we're going to go ahead and jump in real quick to the presentation. So we are on case study video number 2 of Legiit Services 2021. And what results did I get? Let's move on. So we have 2 seasoned websites, both not in the sandbox or penalty by Google. And then I've just had some trouble ranking and getting authority on these sites. And I have high quality content on these sites. And for whatever reason, they're just not taking. So I've found a post that is already ranked in the top 50 on each one. And then, and then I ordered the PBN links, authority links, and guest posts from Legiit Services for 2 different websites, and they're both aged and all that. We'll see that. And so I didn't add any more content during any of the testing to see, because I wanted to see, kind of segregate it from just what results we're going to be getting from SEO, from backlink building. And so the old results before I bought the backlinks and everything, right, was domain 1 is 3 years old. So now it's 3 years and 9 months old. And you can see that it had and so you can see the stats, right? And then domain 2 would be 1 year and 10 months old at this time. And so I took measurements from Ahrefs and Uber Suggests, and you can see, and I'll leave these screenshots on the next screen as well. So we're going to go ahead and move to the next slide. So let's see here. Okay, so yeah, this is the results right here for domain 1. You can see the results are down here. I meant to put a label right here that says that these are the results. So underneath here are the results, right, of the snapshot of what I just took on June 7th. And so on Ahrefs, you can see we increased our ranking by over 100,000. So this is good. It would have been nice to, have it go down by, 1 million or more. But really when you look at the UR, so that's like the domain score or, their score for, I think, the entire domain. But really it actually went down 2 points. So you have 29 and then it went down to 27. And then you have the domain rating, went from 6 and stayed at 6. Backlinks, how in the world I paid for backlinks and 8 weeks has gone by and I'm still only getting 718 backlinks. So it's not showing that I had any increase, not even one increase. And Ahrefs is supposed to be, the highest quality, the best indexed of backlinks library on the internet. And so it, supposedly it's very accurate, or the most accurate you're going to get as far as backlinks are concerned. And so that part is kind of a little interesting. No backlinks increased. Referring domains actually dropped by 7, right? And then organic keywords went down a bunch, almost 100 as well. So when you're looking at the Ahrefs scores, I would give this a negative score. If anything, this kind of hurt the website. Other than this score right here, we increased by 100,000. But I'm not impressed at all. There's nothing really to look at from an Ahrefs standpoint. So let's go and check out Uber Suggest. And we have 890 keywords versus 967. So we had a huge increase in the amount of organic keywords that are indexed and ranking. So that is a plus. Organic monthly traffic dropped by 150. Domain authority dropped by 1 point. And backlinks did increase by almost 200 backlinks. And so even looking at this, this would be a plus, minus, minus, plus. So it evens out, and there is still nothing to be too excited about on domain 1. Let's look at the traffic. So domain 1, 3 years and 9 months now, and it does have a really bad bounce rate, and the session score and all that is pretty bad. This is a motivational website. And so, when we're looking at down here, you can see March 31st to May. Oops, that one is wrong. That should not be May. So let me go ahead and fix that real quick. I'll come back. Okay, so we're back in the presentation. I had to fix that slide because for whatever reason, I accidentally grabbed all 4 months. So if we're looking at traffic, right, domain 1, and we look at traffic in Google Analytics from February 1st to March 31st. So that right there is an 8-week period before I purchased any SEO. And I had 1.5 thousand users during that time. So if you split that in half, we're looking at about 750 users per month. So this was about 750 users per month, right? A 68% bounce rate, which is really good. And so there, we're out there, and then 32 seconds average on the site. So, all improving and increasing, green, green, green. You be the judge there. And then after buying the services, and it's been 8 weeks now, April 1st to May 31st, right? So the next 2 months segment. So this is backlinks traffic. Now, during that 2 months, you take 5.5. So you're looking at about 2,300 or so, 2,300 session users per month. So it increased by, a few 100%. And you can see right here, 240% right there increase. So sessions went up and users went up like drastically. That's a lot. It went up. But look at these really bad metrics that kind of are concerning. We went from a 68% bounce rate without doing any SEO on the site and no backlinks to, because the site did have some keywords ranking and it was getting natural traffic, right? Not a lot, but it was. And when you look at the bounce rate being at 97.79%, a 40% increase in bounce rate is a really bad metric. It means that means the traffic, because we know that the site is good, right? We know the site has good content and worthy of people actually visiting because we know we had a good bounce rate and we didn't do anything with the content. The problem that I see with SEO is that this is either fake traffic coming in or just really bad. I don't know where the traffic's coming from, and I'm getting really bad traffic. And I think when I dug further into the analytics, Google Analytics, I'm seeing that a ton of traffic is coming from Indonesia, and my site should be ranking mostly for, United States and Canada and Australia and Canada. Did I say Canada? Places like that in the United Kingdom. And then all of a sudden I'm getting thousands of users per month from Indonesia. And so this is a bad sign. This is not good, right? 97% bounce rate and people are only staying less than 5 seconds on the site. So that's the traffic stats. The traffic went up. These numbers are impressive, but if it's going to bring poor traffic or robot traffic to your site, all that's going to do is damage the website. So not impressed so far with domain 1 and the results that I got. Let's move on to domain 2. So domain 2, you can see Ahrefs. I mean, we didn't even have a score. The site was a year and 8 months old. It does have at least 30 articles, really long form content articles, and most of them were the keywords were picked out to be low competition and all that. And it's pretty interesting how the site has still not really been fully indexed and ranking, because it's high quality content and they should be low competition keywords, and it just is not getting picked up. And it can be very disheartening when you're trying to build niche websites and you're doing everything that you know and that you've learned from all the gurus on how to do this, and it's still not really working out for you. And so that's why I actually launched this case study. So my 2-month results, we're still not showing I guess we are showing a DR of 0. So something is indexing, but it isn't a 1, 1 or a 2, it's a 0. So we went from an NA to a 0. So that's a plus. Backlinks went from 2 to 3. Woohoo! Referring domains from 1 to 3. And organic keywords doubled, 47 to 82. So that's good too. So far looking pretty good. Yes, we are getting positive results on this site. And then when we go to Uber Suggest, we went from 58 to 93 keywords, organic keywords ranking. Organic monthly traffic went from 106 to 115. And I'm showing more than that, I think, in Google Analytics. But this is just what the tools Uber Suggest. I find that the traffic is really way off on Uber Suggest anyways. But we see a plus, and then domain authority went from a 2 to a 3. So a plus right there. And backlinks went from 15 to 79. So all in all, when we're looking at, when you put both together, backlinks went up, referring domains went up on Ahrefs. Organic keywords increased by twice as much. And then back to Uber Suggest, organic keywords went up by double amount. Organic traffic went up, domain authority went up by 1, and backlinks went up significantly. So far looking really good. At domain 2, we're looking at this service, right? Because then you also have to go with what service did you buy and the effects of it. And I think that this one so far looks really good. Let's look at the traffic now. Domain 2, 1 year, 8 months. So it's now 1 year, 10 months old. Let's look at the traffic from February to March. So this 8-week period right here, we had 592 visitors. So getting about maybe almost 300 visitors a month, and everything was green, but we even had a really bad session rating. It was 22, bounce rate at 42. That's a really good bounce rate, and sessions, right? So then now we look at the effects of the SEO that we bought on here. Now our traffic has increased by almost double, 6 to 12. Oh yeah, more than double, right? So we went from getting 300 users per month to now, cut that in half. So about 650 per month. So that means that we doubled our traffic. We have doubled the amount of people going to the site. Sessions, we, more than doubled. And I don't have the percentages. I didn't want to do the math and do, like I got a 38% increase in this and a 67%. Because does that really matter? No, you guys can see with your eyes the improvement here. So right here, sessions significantly better. So all of these looking really good. Bounce rate actually went down to 14.8%. That's just insane. I have no idea. Maybe there's hope on this website. Maybe there is hope. And this is a fitness weight loss website. So I know that this is one of the most competitive niches on earth that you can get into. And so it's taking a long time. Look, I mean, if you're going to do niche site building, it's a long, you're in it for the long haul. It's going to take months or years for you to have any impact or, I don't have any ads or anything on my websites. I don't have a Google AdSense or like if we go back up here, getting 5,000, sessions, per month, that's still too much of a low amount, to put. I'm not even going to test, Ezoic or Google AdSense on the site. It's just not high enough quality traffic, and it's frankly not enough visitors to make I'd make like $10 maybe, and it's just not worth it. I'm not going to load the site down like that. So we come back over here, but yes, we are seeing improvement. So this one looks really good. The bounce rate is just insane. I have no idea how that can be so good at only 14%. And then the session duration is 13 seconds. I don't know what the correlation is. If you guys are really good at niche website building, the correlation between bounce rate and session duration, I would think that, I don't think that 13 seconds on the site is much better than 6 seconds. And that's a pretty bad score considering these are really good articles and good content. I would think that people would want to stay a minute or two on the website before leaving. So that doesn't really impress me, but the other numbers are really good, right? So let's go with a verdict on this. Did I see a significant increase in traffic, backlinks, or DRPR? I don't think so. Maybe on site number 2, like we were just talking about, right? Site 2 did have some positivity to it. Traffic and all that did increase. Backlinks increased a little bit. So we had some positivity on site number 2. Site number 1, absolutely not. And I think something was bad about what I bought, because how can you all of a sudden, be going from good stats to now digging in, and all of a sudden all your traffic's coming from Indonesia, and you bought one small service on the site, right? So okay, so what do you guys think? I want to know what you guys think after watching this video, what you guys think. Please leave a comment below. Like, do you think, yeah, the SEO services were worth it? You could put in a comment like, I agree, site 1 was no good. Site 2 had some promise, or site 2, I think you definitely got some good results with site 2, so that's a good service. Just let me know what you think and your knowledge of website building and niche website ranking and all that. If this was, is this worth your money to spend on SEO services, or should you spend all your money on content and let Google decide if your content's good and where it's going to fall and where it's going to rank, right? Because I know that there's like, when you're doing the site building, there's like half, it's like half and half. You got half people saying, oh, don't pay for any links. Don't do any link building or SEO strategies like that. It never works out in the end for you, and your site will eventually get discovered and de-indexed and all that kind of stuff. Then you have the other side that is on the exact opposite. That's like, I have a million websites that are all ranked, and it's because of my SEO services I use. Or there's no way you'll be able to make an impact or dent or ranker at all with a fitness website if you don't do backlinks. So there is 2 sides on the spectrum, and they're both very different. Backlinks versus no backlinks and just quality content. But please leave a comment below. It'll help out, and because it will help me decide if I want to continue doing this. It'll help me decide if I want to do another case study. But this will probably conclude this little case study. I would start a new case study if I'm going to buy some more services. So let me know what you guys think. Was this good? And then was this valuable and helpful to you? This little this little case study I put together. And I appreciate you guys reminding me to make this video too, follow up. Sometimes I actually forget. I just forget, not intentionally, but forget to make the follow up case study videos. So should I continue SEO on these sites or just keep adding content? Is it too early to tell? And there's not enough time to make a call on these websites. But I think that, personally, I think site 2 was good, so that service might be notable. And site 1 was definitely bad, negative results on the website, and I will not use that service again. That's what my conclusion is. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if this was valuable and I can bring more content like this to you. All right. If you like this, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on my next case studies. Until next time, take care.